Hi, I'm Chuck, KK6USY. Welcome to Ham Radio Adventures. Today we're going to go into Pacificon. We're going to go in and just take a walk through, and then we'll look for somebody to interview. Let's go get it done. And then here is the HRO. They're the only radio vendor here, I think. And it's busy here. 12voltpower.com. Kevin, you want to talk about your products?
Sure. How we doing?
Good. How are you doing, Kevin?
Good. Ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, my name's Kevin. I'm the president of 12 Volt Power. Today we brought a bunch of Anytone products, handhelds, mobiles, and like I say, got some great specials. We sell everything through HRO. We've also got over here a variety of Anderson power pole. These are all genuine power poles and accessories. We have a new Go bag over here it's got a crimper and a case in it, and you can clip your radio on it. It's kind of fun, and that's only $99. So those are selling very well.
Does that come with anything, or just?
Yeah, it comes with the crimp tool and the case in it, the sorted case.
Oh, nice.
It's just a little bit more, and you get the nice free case. So it's a great deal. And then besides that, we've got, of course, all the common antennas right here, and variety of handhelds, mobiles, and base station behind my friend Scott there. So a little of everything today.
All right. Looks like you have some power meters and stuff too.
Yeah, we also distribute through 20 distributors in North America the Daiwa power meters and watt meters, and we have 6 models of those. So.
All right. Well, I've got one of those. They're great.
They're great. They're excellent.
All right. Thanks a lot, John.
Where are you at?
Kevin?
You're local?
I'm local here.
Okay.
It's the only one that I don't have to go stay someplace to go to Hamfest.
Yeah, we have to go to Dayton and use the outhouses, and Orlando. That's a long way. And so,
right.
Yeah,
I make them all.
Yeah. Well, we like this show because we can drive up in 5 hours. So.
Yeah. Where are you at? We have AVR Industries. What's your name?
How you doing? I'm Ben Abramson. I'm with AVR Industries. I'm a partner here. Been depleted today, but still do have a number of cables with us.
You guys sold a lot of stuff last night?
Pardon me?
You sold a lot of stuff last night?
We sold a lot of stuff last night. We've sold a lot more today.
Okay.
So we're pretty much depleted. We only bring a little bit just to show, but more for people to be able to go back to either the stores or to come back to us for personalized cables that they want specific to what.
Because you have a whole online
presence, yeah, exactly,
yeah.
And a number of different builders on there, from the colored cables that you see right here. There's a specific builder to that, to amateur radio cables as well. And then we also, in addition to that, have for commercial, because we do have a lot of commercial customers.
Yeah, you guys do.
In addition to the amateur radio market, but as we always say, we love the amateur radio market for that. A lot of people similar interest to us, engineers too. Yeah, we do the chokes. So if you're having interference or you're creating interference, it's a great choke right here. And then if you're on common mode and you're receiving interference, these are great to go to the antenna as well. We do it in both 223 and an RG400 because they're both silver shielded. The difference, the delta between the two, is the 223 has a PVC jacket on it. It's not going to hold up as long or have as much power, be able to run through it. It's about 300 watts versus the RG400, which is a PTFE Teflon base, double silver shield, so you can get about 2 kilowatts through there. In addition to that, some of the other things that we do, a very popular product is the 316. A lot of people using it for QRP. You get the 5 inline ferrites here, and then as well with the 2 BNCs. Do that in both 25 and 15 for standard, but a lot of other fronts as well. And then one of the other things that we're doing now is the 9-inch BNC male to female with the 5 inline ferrites. Good for a good jumper as well as to minimize interference as well. These are fantastic. We started working on these. What's that?
Oh, they're on 316?
Yeah, it's on 316 as well. Yeah, 316 is a very underrated product. It used to be 174 that was being utilized. It's actually a much better product. You have a silver shield in there, as well as the PTFE Teflon coverage, which is going to allow for you to get about 300 watts of power. Just great products overall. And then, like I said, one of the other things that we do is multitude of colors that we can put on any kind of these cables. I think it's fairly underrated in that it is the 218X that is in here in a lot of these, a lot of the wrapped cables.
218X, I haven't heard of that
218X. So it's a 240 flex. In essence, it's an 8X size, but it's double shielded. In addition to that, we also put a direct variable jacket on it, which stands above and beyond the rest. But I think where we stand out the most is the finished product that we do. Machinery that cuts and strips it down to the millimeter. The only thing that really is touched by hand is that center pin, so it minimizes human error. In addition to that, we have an 800-pound press that crimps everything, so it gives you better continuity. And then we seal everything so that you're not getting any moisture in there. So you get a finished product similar to you get a radio as a finished product as well. And then like I said, we just do a series of other things that you couldn't imagine, or if anything you can imagine and come up with, we'll build it for you as well. You just need to reach out to somebody on our team. Chuck's the expert there.
We've had Chuck on our show, so we actually have a discount code through you guys.
And utilize that discount code as well. That's what we're there for, is we want to make sure that we're just kind of spreading the word, getting our name out, showing people what we can do, and if you can come up with it, we can build it. And
you guys are also for stock stuff, like HRO carries your stuff, right?
HRO carries our stuff, as well as in the United States, Gigaparts and a series of other companies as well. And then we also do sell through Radio World in Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good job.
Okay.
There's Gordo.
Now here's the thing. We're actually.
Hey, Gordo.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing? He acts like he knows me. Gordo, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Tell everybody what you're doing. I've never interviewed you before.
Oh, wow.
Just put that up close to your mouth and tell us what you're doing. You know how to use a microphone.
Well, we're having a great time. The league is really outdoing themselves and getting kids all tuned in and turned on. I'm sorry, getting kids all turned on to. But all is well at Pacificon 2024. They really know how to put on a.
I think I saw you at Huntsville, and I confused you.
Oh, maybe it was Huntsville.
It was
right.
Huntsville. I saw you in the lobby for breakfast at the hotel.
Yeah.
And I confused you for Digital Rancher.
Oh, give me my microphone back.
I know. No.
All right, tell us what you know. Tell you the truth, Digital Rancher. I'll take that one.
Yeah. Oh no, he's good people.
He's an upgrade for me.
He's good people. Yeah. Mark Smith, N6MTS, Halliburton Electronics here. We've got a whole bunch of different things. We've got three main categories. Over here, we've got the common mode current choke test rig. Right? So this is a device that you hook up to your VNA that will let you measure the common mode response of various different things. We generally want to build a common mode choke, so this will let you measure the actual response to that choke using a VNA. That blue line there shows you how much loss we're getting from the common mode current choke.
Okay.
And you need that test rig to be able to measure that. In the middle here, we have the open headset interconnect standard stuff. I'm trying to standardize the interface between headsets and the radio.
Because they're all different.
They're all different,
Every
right?
one of them.
And you go out and buy a wonderful Heil headset. They are great headsets, but they have the 3.5 millimeter sockets that I cannot plug in to the front of my Yaesu radio, which has the 8-pin round connector or whatever, right? So you end up buying an adapter that is unique to the pairing of that headset and that radio. And if you buy another radio, you need a different adapter. You buy another headset, you need two new adapters, right? It becomes just unwieldy as those numbers go up. At a home shack, that's not that big of a deal, but when you're in a multi-user environment like an EOC or a field day or a club event or whatever, I come in with my headset, it's already got my ear goobers in it. I don't want to wear your headset that has your ear goobers in it.
Right.
So I want to be able to sit down with my headset at any radio and just plug in and have it work. That's where that interoperability works, really pays for itself. So I take that one adapter and split it into two halves. I've got an adapter on the headset that doesn't care what radio it's plugged into because it taps that headset to the standard interface. And then the same thing on the other side. I've got an adapter for the radio that doesn't care what headset plugs into it. It adapts that radio to the standard interface. And now that I've got the standard interface in the middle, I can plug any headset into any radio. So that's OHIS.
That's cool.
I sell those adapters. It's an open standard, so anyone can design their own adapters or integrate it into their own radio if they want to. If you're interested in that, contact me. You can go to ohis.org to learn more about the standard, or contact me directly, mark@halibut.com.
And you just came out with an antenna, right?
I did. So
Does
the
it say
third thing
here?
we've got over here is eggnogs. This is a kit to help you build an egg beater antenna for operating satellites. So yeah, everything in here is provided in the kit except for the wires.
Okay.
So anything you can't get at the local hardware store, I sell you as part of the kit. So the circuit boards, which do the phasing.
And these are all the circuit boards.
Yeah, this is what's on the inside of the PVC cap. So both these circuit boards, plus the common mode current choke, the connector, the zip tie. This board here is what handles the phasing that is necessary for the egg beater antenna. That's why this board is frequency dependent. It depends on the loop. There's a loop in here that is of a certain length to be able to handle the 90-degree phase shift.
And then you just build it like this. And this is good. What is this antenna good for?
What's that? It is an antenna that has a hemispherical radiation pattern. So if you think of it like a normal vertical antenna, it can see the horizon really well, but it has a deep null pointing straight up.
Okay.
Right? And if a satellite's going overhead, you can't hear it when it's overhead if you're using that kind of an antenna. So you need an antenna that can see the entire sky. And that's what the egg beater antenna is good at. It is roughly hemispherical radiation pattern. It can see everything above it. Because it can see everything, its gain is pretty rubbish. It will never outperform a Yagi or even get close to what a Yagi will do.
Right.
But you have to keep your Yagi antenna pointed at a satellite to be able to get that kind of gain on it. These have no moving parts.
Okay.
Right? So you can put this up on your house on a mast and just leave it there. You never have to touch it or point it at anything.
I might have
You
to
can
do
just
that.
hear it, whatever.
I might have to do that and try some
that?
satellite stuff now.
Yeah,
I may have to do this one of these days.
So
All right.
that's what we got.
All right, Mark. Awesome.
Cheers. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We got Mr. Steve Goodgame here.
What's up, Chuck?
Let me shake your hand first. God, I gotta get back.
You need me to squat?
No, I can get you. I'm tall enough. So tell us what you do for the AWRA, Steve.
So I'm the education and learning manager. Everything education-ish. Big thing that I'm doing is Teachers Institute. We're growing that from 7 sessions this year to we'll do 16 of them next year. So I know a lot of your viewers have donated, like on the telethons and stuff. Thank you for that. It's expensive, so every dollar is appreciated there. So
yeah, I think Coffee and Ham Radio is maybe in the first, and then a bunch of other people.
Yeah, a bunch of the YouTube
we just
folks.
did it spur of the moment.
Yeah, it's kind of a spur of the moment thing. Sometimes I go on a stream and it turns into a love fest, I guess.
There's the boss over there.
So yeah, there's the boss. That's David Minster, and then we've got Kristen, one of our vice presidents.
All right.
And
Well,
Tony.
you do a great job, Steve. I know that.
So-
And you've been doing this for a long time before you got into with them.
Yeah, I had classroom for 21
classroom.
years doing this, and now I'm doing
Teaching
it
kids how to build stuff.
just
and-
on a bigger scale now. So
Right. All right. Well, thanks, man.
thank you.
Do this out in the fly.
Okay.
Here's an outtake.
Hey, we have Michael Walker here today.
We have no
Is it
idea what we're
Michael?
going
We
to
call
talk
you
about.
Mike, don't we?
What was that?
Don't we just usually call you Mike?
Yeah, Mike's fine. Anyway,
Okay.
Hi everybody. Thanks for dropping by Flex Radio today. So, usual question is what's new? So, we haven't announced anything since Dayton of this year, which included the new and updated Maestro, which is the remote control head for our radio, but more importantly, the new 8000 series HF radios, 160 through to 6 meter, 100 watt radios. Even as somebody who works here, it's still my favorite radio. Usually a ham operator, I own a bunch of different radios. I
Right.
still love the way we do stuff. If you've never used a Flex radio, let's try to hit some of the highlights. Okay.
So, I have a question as a non-user. Do you have to have a computer to run it?
You have to have something to run it.
Have to have something.
So the radio comes in a couple different models. You can buy a black box and use a computer to run it, which is actually not the worst thing because we're all getting older.
Right.
You can make the display as big
Bigger-
as you
bigger
want.
display, yeah.
Don't have to go look for the glasses or the flashlight to read the 6-point font type of thing. And that's all free. That's included. You hook it up with a LAN cable. There's no specialized networking. We try to make it really user interfaceable without having to know about IP addresses and all that stuff. So that seems to work okay. So that makes it pretty cool. You plug the mic in the back of the radio, put the computer beside it, and you're on the air.
Do they come with a microphone?
Yeah, come with
Yeah.
a ham mic.
Okay.
And you can make pretty much any other microphone work, either by some, we do radio support as our primary microphone company for headsets and stuff. We don't have a desk mic, but other vendors' microphones can be made to function fairly easily. And you may have to break out a soldering iron or get your buddy to solder an adapter. It's only 3 wires. I'm sure you can figure it out.
But they're little tiny wires.
That's not that bad.
So what is this?
So this is the 2,000 watt or 1,500 legal limit amplifier. I say 2,000 because there's a bit of headroom.
Right. That's good.
This will do.
So I can run 1,500 and not have to worry about that.
Yeah. Now I say 2,000 because in the Canadian,
you guys can.
I'm allowed more wattage at the antenna. So if I lose power, you get the idea. So this will handle 2 radios at the same time. They don't need to be flex radios.
Okay, any radio will work.
Yeah, most current new radio, ICOM, Kenwood, Yaesu, Elecraft will work. Or,
do they interact also?
Yeah. If you have a radio that emulates Kenwood CAT command set, it works just fine.
Okay.
ICOM CIV or BCD. Okay, beside it is its Big Brother tuner. This tuner comes in 2 models. It's a 2,000 watt tuner up to 10 to 1 SWR. Can be used like the amplifier remotely or with any other HF radio as well. ICOM, Kenwood, Yaesu. If you marry the 2 together and you're using the amplifier, this is cool. The amplifier and the tuner, you only have to configure the amplifier to work with your The tuner will get the information from the amplifier.
That's nice.
All right. So and then today's funny story is right here is our 4x8, our 2x8 403A antenna switch that UPS still has.
Oh, I'm gonna say it doesn't look very.
It doesn't look much. We got it all ready to wire up in case it shows up.
And maybe it'll be here for the flea market tomorrow.
Maybe, and then they connect by LAN cable.
Okay.
All in the Flex world, everything's just Cat5 cable. It all shows on your Ethernet. And one thing you may like, because I know you're a computer geeky guy like me, you don't have to run all your programs on the same computer.
Oh,
so you can run Smart SDR, the user client, on one computer. Maybe you want to run WSJT on a different computer with Grid Tracker, because if you're an FT8 person, just to take the load off.
Right.
You can spread it over multiple computers.
So can I run this off one of those little Knox?
That's what we're running up over here.
Oh, really?
This is all. So this is actually pretty cool today.
So these I just found out about these a couple of years ago. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, put your hand on it. Look how small this thing is. And it's probably pretty powerful, right?
All right, so here's let's brag for a minute. So here we have.
Here we go.
So this is Smart SDR for Windows that comes. There is a Mac version. We don't sell the Mac version. It's written by DL8 MRE. You buy it from him. He supports it. This is actually a remote, and we've got FT8 running right beside.
Right next to it. So on a different page.
Where are we today? We're in San Ramon, California.
Right.
This station is north of Toronto, so it's a half a continent away.
This is yours?
This is mine. I don't know if you can see this round trip network time. It's under 100 milliseconds.
Wow. Pretty fast.
Okay, now we all tend to talk about latency. I think latency in remote is an overblown term. The networks are so fast. 100 milliseconds, 200 milliseconds, 0.2 of a second, does it really matter? Type of thing.
And this is your Maestro?
This is a Maestro.
This is the new Maestro?
This is Maestro with the Maestro C. And it's the control head for all our radios. You can use it on the radio, on the table, under the table, different room.
And it's pretty small, really, right? I mean...
Yeah. And you notice it's got sort of, really stabilized this. It's got all the connections on the back we want to use. That's okay, for the same time. So we plug in our headset, our push-to-talk switch, out is for audio out, speaker, or line out rather.
So you can hook everything just like to the radio, right?
Yeah, here's our LAN cable, and you can actually hook up an HDMI display to mirror.
Awesome.
So that's sort of the product line in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And we're going to get you to order one, aren't we?
We are. All right, let's go out in the hallway and see what's out there at the other end. So the USS Hornet. They're on the air all the time. Lido mounts. At the Biolino. He's here every year. He's got cables and stuff. See what Kim has here. Saw you a little earlier. I had to meet my buddy down there. How you doing?
All right.
I'll come back. Wave again. The Dinko. I've never done the flea market here before, guys, but it's not real huge. But we got a lot of different things here. This guy's got some old stuff here. You guys saw Dennis and I had our own little thing here. I'm just hand-holding this guy, sorry. A lot of electronic stuff. I might have to come back and look at his stuff. Got all kinds of stuff here. Big little LED boards. Heat shrink by the 4-footers. Nice.
So very familiar. Yeah, so it's got 2 meter, 440, 1.2. It all works. I'm including the tripod.
Couple Alacrasts there.
Only problem.
Oh, you're good. I'm just adjusting the camera. I go from shade to sun and it's just blowing it out. So we got some here. Digitech.
The vendors want as many people to
Look at that thing.
as possible. Yes. So.
Sorry on the camera here, guys. I'm going in and out of sun. So I'm going dark to light. I'm actually kind of late. A lot of people already left. All these empty spaces had people in them earlier. Some computers. Make some offers here. How you doing? Good. How are you? Bunch of old microphones, Sures. Bunch of old stuff. Oh, here we go again, blowing out. This guy's got the big spot here. Look at that.
Yep.
Bunch of LEDs. Then we got one more section over here. Wasn't even going to do this, except we got a little slow, so. Pretty much got to get here early for all this stuff. Old phonographs. These made to put on like your side of your wall?
Sorry?
The junction box on the side of your wall or something to bring stuff in?
You can put them anywhere. I thought they'd be pretty cool to make a time capsule out of it because they're gasketed.
Oh yeah, they look nice. How much are those?
Those are 20.
All kinds of stuff. Some big old cables here. Look at these. Look at those power poles. They're not even, probably a different brand. All right, this is the last guy. Like I said, a lot of people have left already.
They work really well.
Got a bunch of LED stuff, it looks like. Computers.
I think 3 for 7. No. 2 for 7. No, I'm kidding.
this is pretty much the end for me as far as this video. If you guys never been to Pacificon and you're in the area, make sure you come out here. It's a great, kind of a laid-back setup. They only do the flea market on Sundays, so you have to be out here for Sunday for that. You need to be here early. Dennis sold most of his stuff before it was even actually open. So I'm Chuck, KK6USY for Ham Radio Adventures. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff. 73 all. Hope to hit you guys on the airways.